Okay, I'm going to talk about something a little different than anybody else has, because I think we've been talking about the technical side of how to do things, and until you know what you want to use it for, that's not very relevant. So, well, just a little background. I recently retired, but before that I did technology training and support at Keller Williams Real Estate, where we have 105 agents, everybody with 2 websites and social media. And a lot of help on how to do it, but not so much on what to do with it, which I think is a big challenge. So I've looked at a lot of people's websites and a lot of people's Facebook pages in trying to help them. And I will tell you that there are a few things that are really important that you might not think about because they don't pop up in front of your face all the time. You need accurate information on your website, where you're located, what hours you're open, and how to get in touch with you. You'd be amazed at how many businesses in this town don't have that information. It may have been accurate when they put it up there 12 years ago or 3 years ago, and now it's changed, but they never think to look at that because it's back there in the settings. So I encourage you to look at whatever social media you're using or websites as your customer every now and then, because we get focused on our side of it and forget about what other people are seeing. One of the things I love most about Facebook, other than sharing information about your brand and what you're doing and all that, is what a great network it can be for you in your business. In Keller Williams, one of the things that I used the most in supporting people was Facebook groups for people doing what I was doing. And we tend to forget about those. Some of them are closed groups, some of them are private groups. But they were a place where you could find people who had the same challenges that you have, who have already solved that problem. You can always Google it. But the great thing about Facebook is you get connected with these people because their profiles, you can see their faces, you get to learn about their businesses, and the challenges that they're solving that are just like yours. So it's like having a giant support group right at your fingertips. And we don't think about social media as doing that. If you've been to these things before, you've probably heard me tell the story about Facebook and the campfire, or social media and the campfire even. Originally, when people were living in little villages and they didn't have any way to connect with one another through Morse code, television, telephones, anything, they shared stories about what they did, about the history of their community, about their lore around the campfire. Then when the printing press was invented, suddenly you could share all those stories everywhere around the world. And I think we sort of lost over the time being connected to one another around the campfire. But social media lets us do that. You can create communities that are not geographical communities, but are communities of people who are passionate about the same thing, who love the same things, I'm part of a group who support research on lymphedema, which I have. There aren't people here that I can talk to about that. So you need to think about, when you're creating your social media, what it is that you have that's unique, that you can connect with beyond just our neighborhood. Did you ever think that networking is not really about you and me? It's about who I know that you need to know. So if it's just 2 of us, it's not a network, it's a line. It's all about all those other people who are connected to one another that you help connect. So you should think about that. In terms of what you would share, one of the things that hasn't been talked about too much is what would you share on Facebook? Don't just sell stuff. Because if you're just selling stuff, I look at the ads in the newspaper. Facebook should be about more than that. If you're going to post a picture of something you sell, envision this. You've gotten your new stock in your store for fall, or for Christmas, let's say, because that's what people are doing now. And you're so excited about it. Have you ever seen people unbox a piece of technology on YouTube? It's really kind of cool. They see the brand new box of the iPad, and they look at it, and they describe it, and then they take the cellophane off, and then they unwrap it. Wouldn't it be cool if you got new stock in for Christmas, and you did a short Facebook video on unboxing and how exciting it would be to see that new stuff come out that you put on the shelf. You need to think about solving problems for people. Think about questions that you were asked in your business. That's something that you can post and you can refer back to it. And people who don't even know they have the problem will find the solution. Also, we live in a world where people want to be special. They call it a subscriber attitude. So you want to build a community around your business of people who are like subscribers and they feel special because they have the first information. They're in the know before everybody else is because you're sharing with them, those people who are liking your business page. So I think we need to think about what we've talked about brand, we've talked about all the different media that you can use, but you've got to have some purpose for how you're going to use it. And if you're thinking about what you can do that's of value for the people that you want to reach, that's really where it should be. And remember, we're all selling. A lot of people here are involved with nonprofits. We're all in sales. Daniel Pink wrote a book called To Sell is Human. If you're not selling a product, you're selling something you believe in. You're selling your passion. You're selling a point of view. Look how successful the TED Talks are. It's ideas we're sharing. And so that's what you're selling too. So think about that in writing Facebook posts that you can share a passion. Don't just sell stuff.